Hey everybody, I'm Ben Yee.
I'm Elissa Stein, and we're here to talk about the role of the public advocate.
Yes.
Because Tish James won the nomination for Attorney General.
Correct.
If she wins in November,
Yes.
then her public advocate job is up for grabs.
That's right.
Okay, so two things we want to talk about. What happens, and how does that get filled, and also what does public advocate do?
Right.
Because quickly, I thought the public advocate advocated for the people. That's simple. I thought that the public advocate was the voice of the
Well, that's
downtrodden, the
theoretically what it's supposed to do.
But just quickly, is that what the public advocate does?
The public advocate was created to be a counterbalance to the mayor and to essentially hold the mayor accountable and represent the citizens of New York.
Isn't the mayor supposed to represent the citizens of New York?
It's a very sort of odd system.
Yeah.
And the public advocate is a relatively new invention, first of all.
Okay.
Second, the public advocate's official powers are actually very, very small. So it has a budget for the office, but the budget is subject to the budgeting process, which is really controlled by the mayor and the city council.
Interesting. So this is a counterbalance to the mayor, but the mayor has the ability to shut the purse strings, in fact, making this person
Basically,
irrelevant.
The public advocate has traditionally had a couple of $1 million. Last year, I think it was about $3 million.
Right.
So that's not even that much money when you're talking about serving an entire city of 8 million people with 5 boroughs in it. But regardless, the public advocate also has the power to introduce legislation into the city council, but they have no vote there.
Right. Like borough presidents.
Like borough
So
presidents.
it's kind of a figureheady sort of figure.
Ish, they do also have the power to hold hearings and subpoena people, so they can do some investigative things. And what's become a common thing to do is for public advocates to sue landlords and such who are particularly egregious.
Right, and well deserved. That they
Well
do that.
deserved for
But
sure.
there's so many other issues where people could use support. And that's what I thought a public advocate did. But, all right, so now we're getting a clearer picture about what the job entails.
Yeah.
So,
Well, the
if
last thing
there-
I'll say about that, about what the job entails and how people use it, is really, it's often viewed by politicians as the stepping stone from a local office to a citywide so they can get to mayor. Bill de Blasio was public advocate before Tish James. Tish James was a favorite for mayor.
Right.
And most politicians tend to view it, the public advocate, as the person who's elected to make a lot of noise, and
like
people
build
who
a
are
fan base, kind of.
right, and people who are critical of the very existence of the office will just say it's a taxpayer-funded campaign for mayor for 4 years, and
I've
people
never
aren't really using
heard
it
that,
to
but-
empower communities.
Right, so really, it could be a powerful position, but at the moment it really isn't.
You need somebody with a vision for how to expand the value of that office without relying on too much more money,
Right.
and really doing the legwork of pulling people and communities in.
Okay, having said that, supposing that person is out there,
Yes.
how would they jump into the race?
Super great question. So the way it works is as follows. Once the vacancy occurs, and so this will be after the
November
general election,
if Tish wins.
somebody will be seated in January. So this won't even happen until January, even if Tish wins the general election. The mayor, within 3 days, has to call a special election. That election has to be at least 45 days after the vacancy is created. So traditionally, it's been the first Tuesday after the 45-day window has elapsed, which is a very short period.
So people have to now. So if anybody's interested in the position, they really need to be thinking about it now.
Yeah, you have to know. You definitely have to know about it ahead of time. Understand the process ahead of time. There will be 15 days of petitioning to get on the ballot.
Damn,
Usually,
that's
it's
fast.
a month long.
Right.
And then within 14 days, you have to file with the CFB, so we'll know all the candidates
So
who
people
are
were
in the
probably
race.
thinking about this when Tish announced that she was running for this.
Oh yeah, totally.
Right. Okay. So this has been going on, but again, I'll say, also, how do people get money? Like, if I wanted to run,
Yes.
which I don't, how would I get started? How would I know what to do? Where would I go for funding?
Oh wow. So the city does have a matching funds program, but none of that will take effect unless the seat is actually vacated. And you won't get the matching funds until later on in the process.
So you're paying for things out of pocket, sort of?
You've got to start fundraising now, and you need to raise them enough to run a campaign, whether or not it gets matched.
All right, so if there's that person out there who really has a vision for the public advocate office,
Yeah.
there's a chance that you could go out there and make it happen, which is really exciting. But in the same way, you have to have money. You sort of have to be the wealthier
You need to either be wealthy or have
Or
already
connected.
established connected
Right.
connections
So
to
much
wealthy
for a true
individuals.
democracy where anybody can run. But opportunity for a new person, right? Opportunity, hopefully, for somebody who's not already established politician to come in and make some change happen instead of just serving their own self-interests.
Potentially true.
Potentially. Okay then.
Laters.
See ya.
Hey, if you like what you're seeing here, don't forget to share, like, and comment on these videos.
The more people that hear what we have to say, perhaps the more they'll get involved. So thank you so much from us to you and all our new followers.
Thanks for watching.